When a module is no longer needed, we probably want to remove it together with its database tables. So how do we do that? Let's delete the example module and run bin magento setup upgrade. So the module's gone. Let's see what this does. Now, did this work? Let's refresh the table list. Nope, still there. The table isn't gone. Why is that? Well, dropping a table is a destructive operation. Destructive operations are only applied to schema objects listed in a module's dbschema whitelist JSON file. So because we removed the module, the whitelist wasn't there when setup upgrade was running. And that's why the declarative schema system didn't remove the mage2tv brand example table. The question is, how should we uninstall a module then? The answer is, we first have to deactivate the module, then run setup upgrade, and then finally we remove the module code. Let's restore the mage2tv brand example module again. So here it is again. And now I want to run setup upgrade again, because when we previously ran setup upgrade, it was removed from the config.php file here. Yep, no longer there. Okay, so now the module's back. I'll run setup upgrade again. So we're back at the previous state. Okay. Let's check. There it is again. And the database table also exists. Good. Now, to cleanly remove the extension, we first have to run bin magento module disable mage2tv brand example. Alright, so now the module is disabled. And now we can run bin magento setup upgrade. Okay, let's check if the table was removed this time. Refresh the column list, and yes, now it's gone. This means that the dbschema whitelist JSON file of disabled modules is still evaluated. So now it's safe to remove the module source code. This means removing a module is a two-step process. First, the module is deactivated and setup upgrade is run, and then the module's source code can be removed. If I want to deactivate a module without removing its tables for some reason, I can temporarily rename the dbschema whitelist JSON file to something else. Maybe underscore dbschema whitelist JSON, and that way it's not picked up when running setup upgrade. So anyway, The way Declarative Schema works has a number of consequences on deployed processes. If there's a one-way flow of code from development to integration or staging and then to production, the process for removing a module has to be as follows. First, deactivate the module in the development environment and run setup upgrade. And then the config.php file with the deactivated module needs to be committed and then deployed to intermediate systems like integration or staging, if there are any. And then setup upgrade has to be run on each of those systems until app.etc config.php is finally deployed to production. Then bin magento setup upgrade needs to be run on production too. So at this point in time, all the systems are in sync. All the database objects on all the systems for that module have been removed. And now the module source code can be removed in development, committed, and then that change or the removal of the source code can be deployed to each system. Okay, so now the Mage2TV brand example module is gone together with its database tables. However, that's not quite true. Not all traces of the module have been removed. The table was dropped and that automatically also dropped the trigger. But the stored routines that were created by the schema patch still exists. And the module patches also still are present. So right here, it's not completely gone. The Declarative Schema system has a concept of revertible data patches, but that's not quite ready to use yet. We will cover revertible patches in a new video when the situation changes. For now, we are forced to deal with the situation bypassing Magento. What I mean is we have to clean up the database manually after a module is removed. So I'll delete these records here from the patch table. And then I'll also delete these stored routines. And we would have to do that for any system. Hopefully, this will change soon so we can automate this process.